Hey guys, Selasika here, and today I have a little bit of a different video for you. I'm on a club hangout with the little car club that I'm a part of. It's basically the BMW E39 and E38 club, and this is mine right here. This beautiful, my baby, the E39 528i 2000. So, just for people who are not familiar with the BMW E39, the BMW E39 is basically the 5 Series from 1996 till 2003. My particular one is a 2000 model, so it's basically 24 years old, about as old as I am. And what's so distinct, it doesn't have the angel. If you're already familiar with E39s, you would say, oh my god, where's the angel eyes, man? Where's the friggin' angel eyes? Well, unfortunately, mine doesn't have it because it is a pre-facelift, or as BMW likes to call it, the pre-LTI version, and it doesn't come with the angel eyes. Instead, it comes with these two classy looking dual headlight setups. Basically it has 4 headlights. The 528i denotes a 5 is the series, 28 is the engine size in cc divided by 100, which in this case is 2800 cc or 2.8 liters. It's a straight 6, and it's a very creamy, smooth, and surprisingly powerful car. Even though it has only, let's say, 193 horsepower, probably has less than that because it's 24 years old and it's getting a little bit on in age. It doesn't feel slow. It's a pretty quick car for what it is. And so now, if you've seen the Top Gear Africa special, Jeremy's car was the touring or the wagon version of this, and I didn't believe that these cars were incredibly tough, but they really are. In fact, it's hard to tell now, but this car was in a front-end collision 2 months back. Thankfully, everyone's okay, but the car was completely mangled and just got it repaired. But the crazy thing I want to show you is, one minute. I don't want to show you my truck because I have like basically a wrecker's yard in the trunk. But this was the original fan that came with the car, and this is how it ended up after the crash. Believe it or not, we managed to drive the car for a week and a half without any major issues. The temperatures didn't go up, and the reason we had to drive it around for a week and a half was because we couldn't find a garage that was willing to fix it for a reasonable price, or even fix it, let alone fix it. It was a bit of a struggle, but we thankfully found somebody who was able to do it, and I'm just so grateful that the car lasted so long and lasted that long and acted as a daily driver. It's insane how well these things are built. Well, of course, being an E39 and E38 club member, gotta have the merch. Well, I made this is a one-off t-shirt. If you guys are interested in buying it, let me know. Maybe I can wrangle some up. But yeah, on to the cars. So what we have here is angel eyes. Oh my god, where's the angel eyes? They're right there. They're right there. Happy now? Yeah, this is a real E39. It's got angel eyes, bro. Well, to be honest, the angel eyes only came after the 2000 model year, for the 2001, 2, 3, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, while they are a defining characteristic, the actual thing they're renowned for is the build quality. Yes, these BMW and build quality, yes, these two things go together, especially for the E39s and the E38s. So what's so special about, well, what I want to point out about this particular 530i, well, it's one of a few in the club that has this, but the wheels right here, these are style 66 wheels. Now, they're the ones that are on my car, but what I really like about them is just how they complement the look, and they offer like a blend of ride comfort and style without basically they provide style without compromising on ride comfort. And the only disadvantage I can think about owning them, especially here in like the UAE, is the availability of tires. For example, these two are 17 inches. Front and rear 17s. The problem comes. Can you come a bit closer, please? Yeah. So the problem comes. Where the problem is the front wheel is, if I'm not mistaken, a 235 width. 230. The width is 235, and the rears are 245s. So you have to buy two different tire sizes for them, which unfortunately they don't seem to stock anywhere here. All of them seem to be on special order or some Chinese replica, and it's kind of sad that there isn't a part support, but it's manageable. You just have to step down a bit on the width and get the closest tire size, which is why, if you can see, he's got Kumhos instead of something like Pirellis or Michelins or something like that. But I mean, to have a bit of style, you gotta sacrifice a little bit, right? And we move on to this one. This is pretty special. It's a 525i 2003, the last model year. And the most special thing about this is that it is an individual BMW. This is a unique red shade. It's called Chiaretto Red. If I'm not mistaken, Chiaretto is a type of wine. Craziest part about this as well, if you can see through the window, it's got burgundy piping on the seats next to that creamy leather. It's just completely unique spec all around. And the guy who owns this does all the DIY work on his car, and his family's had it since brand new. So yeah, they bought this back in 2003. This is a GCC spec, which means it is basically Gulf spec or Middle Eastern spec. Most of the cars here are Japanese or US spec, but this is unique in the fact that it's built especially for the Middle Eastern market, meaning the UAE, the Saudi Arabia, Oman, Bahrain, etc., etc. So here we have what we have here is an E38 740iL. The E38 7 Series is the transporter car. I think if I say the transporter car, most people will recognize what it is. This one is in royal red, but what I really want to show you is how pristine the interior is. You gotta come see this. Unbelievable, like just exudes luxury. You don't see anything like you won't see anything like this these days. It's all tech and none of the old school charm and luxury that made cars of this era so special. So yeah, here we have my friend's car. He's also the leader of the club, and his 750iL. Absolute beaut. This car has the M73 V12 engine. I can't pop the hood unfortunately because latch kind of broke on the way here. Well, it's old BMW problems. Trust me, we did DIY work, which maybe I'll show you later, or maybe I'll put it even before this. But yeah, the crazy thing about the V12 in this is it's related to the same one they used on the McLaren F1. The one in the McLaren F1 is called the S73, and it's completely reworked from the ground up, but the base is the M73 that is under the hood of this beast. Like, can I just show you the interior? Like, look at how amazing that looks, man, with the sandy beige color interior. And if you can see, this thing is full 90s excess with the little phone holder in there. Unbelievable stuff, like seriously. I'm telling you, they just don't make cars like these anymore, seriously. And God, let's begin with this one. Actually, you know, the thing I missed about this 750iL about the Alpina wheels, like original Alpinas, with the hubcaps and the little key lock thing that they have over here. Insane stuff. And his brother also owns this. This is a 530i in Titan Silver. That is Alpine Weiss, if I'm not mistaken. Alpine White, titanium silver, and unique hardgear rims. You're not gonna find this anywhere because if I'm not mistaken, the company went bust. And it also has M5 style mirrors. The other Chiaretto Red E39 also had the one over there, yeah. The Chiaretto Red M5, the Chiaretto Red 525i also has the M5 style mirrors, and so does this. Looks really beautiful. And last but not least, an E38 740i that also belongs to the same family that owns this and this. Unbelievable.
When that breaks away, if you want, you can do this like this.
Okay, I think we're done. So basically what we have here is my car, which is in a 2000 E30, it's a 2000 E39 5 Series, a 528i to be specific. 2 months ago it got into a crash, and what happens in a crash is, if you see these things here, these are struts. These are filled with high pressure gas, and it holds the bonnet up so that it doesn't fall on top of you while you're working under the hood. Unfortunately, in the crash, the force of the crash transmitted itself into the shocks, and they're somewhat busted because they're not doing their job of holding the hood up properly. So what we're going to do now is I got my good friend here, and we're just fixing it in the parking lot, or rather he's fixing it while I watch and learn. Fixing the struts is to remove the airbox so that you can actually gain access to...
How's the 750 going on?
Yeah, so you can gain access to the clips over there, and then now you have to...
saw that.
The next step is basically, let's see if we have the old strut here. There's basically a C-clip that holds it in place when you mount it over here. That needs to be popped out with a flathead screwdriver, which is what my friend is doing over there, because I think he has more patience than me. And once you pop the clips out, it's just a matter of having a friend hold up the hood for you and installing it here. So that is basically how it's supposed to go, but in reality, it could take twice or thrice as long. But hey, that's what owning like an old car is about. It's about experiences like this, bonding with your friends or helping you fix your car because you can't afford to fix it at a garage yourself.
Not far from Bruno's. Oh, okay.
It's fun.
Yeah,